with his coming up a few years later with his brother Macon, which
Yeah. I don't know if he's here.
no, he's not here. I was gonna ask, hey, where's your brother? Fair enough. He being a respectable Negro. Okay. Yeah, another one of the matches that has a lot of history.
Yeah, sometimes a little bit about this bracket so far. The only news flashing it out, a lot of history and a lot of blood.
Uh-huh. I see Chad implying the old strategy of putting his chair in front of the TV so the other team can't actually see anything.
I run the street.
I'll go check. You do like, hey, or whatever. I'll sit down.
I do know that Jim happens to be a master at the rock, paper, scissors metagame.
You really believe that?
I really believe that. His philosophy on it is nobody picks paper because paper's like the hard counter pick to rock. And so you always pick rock because either you tie or you win because they pick scissors, unless they have the hard read on you picking rock, in which case they pick paper. But he's a master of the rock, paper, scissors metagame.
There's a funny thing about that. If you look on rockpaperscissors.com, that actually
there's actually a website.
Yeah, because they actually won world championships for it.
Oh my!
And they've
God.
noticed that a lot of men like to throw rock for their opener because it's like a strong, powerful icon of the three.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of funny that he has that philosophy, and it's like, yeah, that sounds like what would fall under that.
Definitely. I also think you can read a person and tell if they're a rock, scissors, or a paper kind of person.
I don't personally believe that, but somebody you would ask about that is Prague. Because Prague, he still does when he goes around the tournaments. He actually does a lot of high dollar rock paper scissors money matches, and he'll do like best of ones, best of threes, stuff like that.
Yeah. I still remember what was it? It wasn't it was Smash the Record. They had the rock paper scissors tournament. Really funny. They ended up having like best of 9 grand finals, and
Sounds about right.
There were some major upsets.
And so, getting started with this game, TBAG being the odd man out, deciding he doesn't like playing Spanimals, he likes playing Peach. Teaming with his homeboy, Chad, who, I said this earlier when I saw it, it'll still surprise me probably until the end of time to see him not playing Ganon, although he brought up his Fox back when I played.
Definitely.
Going against Jim with his tag, and Flamin Roy being the naked Fox. With all that being said, Roy was going over there to try to save Jim with a down tilt and pop him up. Couldn't make it in time, and at the time it didn't matter too much, but they're already down 2 stocks before we even hit the minute. So it's a pretty steep mountain to climb, to put it lightly.
Jim getting that good up throw back air. And he gets to stop.
And even though Roy clipped Jim with that up air, it didn't matter too much because he got his target. He got his man.
Definitely.
Big thing at the end of the day.
Oh, Jim accidentally back airs Roy, and now they're both in a pretty bad situation. Oh, Roy does hit Jim with the Firefox, though, getting him back on stage safely.
Yeah, it would have been nice if he'd have been able to get himself up there, but, saving 1 stock is better than saving none.
Very true. But Jim losing that stock. The rock transformation, let's see if anything special happens on this. Oh, ooh. Roy gets hit with the reverse part of the nair. Side B's. It's looking rough, but hey, it's double Fox. Anything can happen.
Yeah, with the way everything's been going on, I'm hard-pressed to believe anything can really happen. Even when they're taking a stock there, even with Chad sitting on 104%.
Ooh.
Because they've just been getting crushed all around.
That was a very good string from Flamin Roy over there. He got him with a down air, got him downstage, and then shine spiked him. Ooh, I think this is it for Jim. Gets forward tilted, able to make it back. It's looking grim, and I think that's going to be it. Yep. What do you think Jim and Flamin' Roy have to think about before entering game 2?
Not having a train wreck of a neutral to start the game out with.
That's true.
It just comes down to player. I mean, it might help to be on a bigger stage. I don't really think so much because it's like they got cornered at the start.
Yeah.
And they got, like, really oppressed on by TBAG's Peach. Like, Peach just takes up a lot of space.
Yeah.
So, if she's taking up a lot of space on that huge of a stage, what difference does it make if you go somewhere bigger like Dreamland?
Yeah, it looks like they're going to run it back.
I don't blame them at all. Good stage for Fox, not a great stage for Peach, and that's the only variable yet again.
Yep.
And it looks like they had a starting decision to try to make it to the middle, which they've already got a better start, as in they still have their stocks.
Definitely.
And even with that, they have stage control. But Jim didn't think that Chad would run all the way through him to help T-Bag, which he did, which kind of breaks up the pressure that they had.
Red team gets first blood this game. Much better start.
I don't think it's better in the sense that they're not getting ran over, but it's not as amazing as it looks because they took a lot of damage. It's still really even. And even though T-Bag went off, I mean, look at Jim. Jim's sitting at 114, so it's not like a completely silver lining for him. With that being said, Jim's trying to hang around Flamin' Roy just so Roy can help him out if he needs it. Trying to get an edge guard on Chad, can't really get anything going.
T-Bag just sending out a down smash, trying to relieve some pressure built in the middle of stage. That rock transformation could have been bad for Peach.
Oh, yeah.
Several Foxes up on top of that.
It's still kind of bad because, yeah, she's locked down in the corner, couldn't really get out of there. Not on her own free will.
Chad doing a good job of edgeguarding Flamin' Roy over here, but able to make it back on.
Ooh. Jim's he's really lucky. Because, no, he got punished. He got his backer punished. He got tossed off the stage. And when he was coming back, he got clipped with a nair. But he was deep enough to where the nair sent him back onto the stage instead of off. So
yeah,
he's lucky that he somehow got to turn that around into his stock that he got instead of one that he lost.
Very good by Jim to go over there and interrupt when he saw Flamin' Roy was getting edge guarded.
Chad trying to step up with that, couldn't really find anything down on his last stop, but now he's not too worried about it. Getting down there real quick, trying to break everything up and give T-Bag some room to work with.
Definitely, and red team's in a much better position in this game.
Yeah, I'd have to say they're in a better position. They're actually winning. Winning is better than losing, no matter how you look at it. You can't sugarcoat that one. No, but them boots are still so good. The lugs. Again, that's that up smash and that forward smash. Big Chad getting the 2 on the board. And I kind of wonder if he could have really got anything on Jim. Is he illusion to cross? Or how much attention Flamin' Roy was paying attention to the scenario. But what's done has been done. And Chad working his high full jump nairs, trying to work his way in, just try to keep them occupied while T-Bag came back.
All right.
And now Chad is the one that really has to be careful, sitting at 103%. You saw him sawing a little bit. Didn't want anything to do with any Foxes in his face. Good juke.
Definitely not. All right.
And even with T-Bag losing the stock, it's not the worst in the world. It's an uphill battle, but it's totally feasible, which is why you see them try to slow play it over to Les. They didn't really crash the set because any shine could have been disastrous.
Definitely.
Like you were saying, it's Flamin' Roy. It's your boy Flamin' Roy. Flamin' Roy had 7 stocks that game.
Yeah.
Made sure to get his money's worth that match. Are they really thinking Battlefield?
What do you think about Battlefield for Green Team?
It's a neutral stage. One thing that really works out is you take away you take away ledge recoveries, which they didn't have in Pokemon Stadium, so that's not like a deciding factor, but that's something to consider. But you also add a top platform.
Definitely.
Now, the thing I'm thinking about, though, is how comfortable are they with using a top platform? Because I know Chad is very comfortable with using it in his own right, and it's something that he might be able to use against them at some point in time. So we'll see exactly how that pans out. It's not really working out too well for him, since a lot of the game has been played on the right side. It's looking a lot better now because they got 2 stocks. But
definitely.
It's maybe a change of scenery overall. Who knows?
Able to close out that stock on Chad.
And they had a good 2-on-1 going until they let TBAG pop out. Because he was getting juggled pretty hard between the back airs, but down smash breaking all that up.
Ooh.
All right. All right.
3 foxes off stage.
Pretty
All of
sure.
them make it back.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just literal fireworks. But I was kind of surprised that in that scenario, Chad didn't just throw a back air out there to try to clip somebody.
Yeah, I was surprised.
It's no biggie. Looking for another one. Can't really get anything going because Flamin Roy, with their situational awareness, is in his face. Nice back air under Chad from Roy. Ooh. A good use of the invincibility frames. There have been a lot of scenarios in this match alone where you've had somebody off stage and their partner, their immediate reaction for whatever reason isn't to go help them. Like, it's not that they don't think to go help them, but they instinctively roll because they're trying to find their own space, or they dash dance back trying to find their own space, and they always wind up getting there just short to help their partner. And it's cost a couple of stocks in this game alone.
Definitely. And red team finding a small little lead here. Well, not really lead. It's a very even game.
I'd call it a decent lead just because of the stocks. It's not a lead anymore because they lost that and now they're at the percent deficit. But until then, it was a notable lead because they had to find the hit. The only problem was when they had the 2-on-1 on Chad, they couldn't flag him down to put any percent on him.
Definitely.
Nice spot, Jim. Creating a 2-on-1 that they get a little conversion of. Jab reset. Trying to work the 2-on-1 again. Trying to break the shield, but they can't really get it. It's just
good up smash.
Yeah, just textbook up smash. Postured up, let it rip. Good shine, because I saw the hands coming out. Didn't want anything to do with that, but Chad trying to shine him off the stage. Couldn't catch the tech roll. Ooh. That was a good shorten, because if he wasn't shorten, he was done. And that shorten gave them one more extra chance than they possibly deserved. Jim trying to quickly find something. I don't like the choice that he went for TBAG, though. I mean, he went for the first thing he saw, but in that scenario, he had to go for Chad.
Very close set.
Oh, yeah. I think he might have been able to make something of it if he would have went to Chad, because there was no way he gets rid of TBAG right there. TBAG sitting at 40-something%, Chad sitting at like 100 or something. If he could have found just a straight up smash or just even a straight bear to get some space, he could have made something happen.